feels like the heat got turned up a little bit today. Actually, the fair is actually opening up this week. Makes me wonder if I should attend it. Haven't been in there for a while since, again, all the lockdowns and all that. I guess with that in mind, what's going on today? I was reading this at first. What an interesting looking quote. Drone. This one says, Florida Utilities' new drone can speed hurricane recovery. Florida's primary energy provider is ready to launch a powerful new technology just ahead of the busiest weeks of the Atlantic hurricane season. It's not a quadcopter but a fixed wing. It says a new fixed wing drone designed fly into tropical storm force winds and speed the restoration of electricity after severe weather. FPLAir 1 resembles a small plane and is remotely operated, enabling the utility to capture and deliver images and video of damaged electrical equipment in real time to its command center. It can fly up to 1,000 miles at a time, enough to cover the length of Florida twice in the immediate wake of the most damaging storms. It's a vast improvement on the bucket trucks and handheld drones when it comes to learning what a storm did at the top of a power pole. Rather than going out and try to figure out what's going on, we're able to save hours and days on getting the lights on, Florida Power and Light Chairman CEO Eric Siligi told the Associated Press. That's kind of interesting as it's implying, handheld drones, they're outdated now for this stuff. It says the drone can even be pre-deployed when a major storm hits, skirting around to its wake and following its path across the utility's power grid. The data can then point ground crews exactly where they need to go, he said. And some advantages, it says while satellites need sunny days to document damage, drones can fly under the cloud cover. And unlike handhelds, FPLAir 1 can fly in much rougher weather, remaining airborne for 22 hours without refueling. The importance of getting airborne visuals as quickly as possible became evident 30 years ago this month when Category 5 Hurricane Andrew destroyed much of the power grid along with thousands of homes across a wide swath of Miami-Dade County. Helicopters couldn't fly until the wind settled, and to the extent of the devastation wasn't immediately clear. The time of flight is definitely a huge advantage with this type of design, I guess. 22 hours, it makes it feel like we're in a dinosaur age already, where like they say handheld drones, they mostly fly for maybe 40 minutes or so. But yeah, it's great to see, I guess, people innovating the tech more and using it in ways to help others. And in terms of emergencies, this was kind of interesting. I guess in China, there was this report on how people were locked inside an Ikea because they were afraid of an outbreak, which is kind of interesting to think about. Because here first, it says panicked shoppers at an Ikea store in China were locked inside for more than 4 hours because of a COVID-19 infection, risk report says. It says an Ikea store in Shanghai was locked down because of a COVID-19 infection risk. Shoppers reportedly ran to the exits where security guards tried to close the doors. Authorities said a shopper had been in contact with someone infected with COVID-19. It's almost like a fire drill or something like that, or rather like a bomb or something like that. Stay inside. And I guess as they say, they were locked inside and there was videos posted online of people just wanting to get out of there. And I guess the guards, they weren't enough in terms of people just pushing through. Normally this would be some kind of crazy sale, but in this case, I guess it's just people not wanting to get infected and so forth. Now that was the interesting thing, because a lot of places now, it seems like they kind of treated this as normal. That's the way it is. But apparently in the US, which makes you think they completely, I guess, changed it in terms of their rules on what you should do in regards to things like COVID and all that. So you can read these new guidelines here. This one says, new COVID-19 guidance from CDC focuses on individual decisions. Those exposed to the virus are no longer required to quarantine. Unvaccinated people now have the same guidance as vaccinated people. Students can stay in class after being exposed to the virus. It's no longer recommended to screen those without symptoms. So you have to really think about that, because this would kind of imply it's kind of treating it like a regular, I guess, virus now, where if you get it, unless you feel extremely, I guess, sick and all that, then just do what you would normally do before all these lockdowns and so forth. And if this is, I guess, done because of their new quote data and all that, and with the reaction like in this IKEA story, somebody has the quote, I guess you could say, science wrong per se. It doesn't make sense. It should be either or in this case, correct? Yeah, so it's just kind of weird how some places they're so strict still with stuff like this, whereas others, they say, nope, like here's our data or whatever. It's like this now. See you guys later.